You ready? You can have a smile on your face, sweetie. Oh, I love you so much. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a little helper with me, helping me make this recipe. I think it's really nice to get my kids involved when I cook because I feel like it makes them want to try the meal more often than not. And if you're cooking with like veggies and your kids are a bit fussy eaters, then this is a really great way to get them to try some things that maybe they wouldn't try normally. So Jamie is helping me, and today we are going to be making a Posh sausage roll. So for this recipe, you are going to need some sausages, some potatoes, an onion, 3 cloves of garlic, some cheese, some spinach, and some yogurt as well.
Subscribe. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button.
Jamie's telling you all to subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of video, and if you're not following me over on Instagram, go over there and give me a follow too, because I post loads of different foodie inspiration throughout the week on my Instagram platform too. So, should we get cooking?
Yeah.
Right, so today we are making a Posh sausage roll. So for those of you who are out there who are gluten intolerant or like wheat intolerant, then this is the perfect sausage roll for you to try, because we have no puff pastry in here, which means there is no wheat. We are using potatoes instead. So the first thing we're going to do is get our cheese, which we have already grated. So what I have got here is a baking tray, and then I've got some grease-proof paper on top of this. And then Jamie is going to lay a layer of cheese down onto the grease-proof paper. That's enough, JJ. That's enough. We need that for our cooking. And then what we're going to do is you're going to get your potatoes and you're going to thinly slice them like this. So this can be done in a food processor, or it can be done by hand as well. You want to make them a couple of millimeters thick each. So I just cut through my potatoes and then they come out looking like this. So what you want to do is lay your potatoes then down onto your baking tray on top of the cheese. So the reason you have put the cheese down first is kind of to, when it melts in the oven, it kind of makes all the potatoes stick together. Right, once you've done that, you want to get the rest of your cheese and spread it over the top. And the reason we want to do that is, again, it's going to act like the glue holding all of your potatoes together. Okay, now that's done, this is going to then go into the oven for 15 minutes. I've put it on at 200 degrees centigrade in a fan oven. Okay, so now your potatoes are in the oven. You then want to go on to make your spinach and yogurt mix. As you can see, I have got some frozen spinach, but the only reason I do that is because it's just always in my freezer. But you can use fresh or frozen. And then 250 grams of yogurt. And you also, in another pan, want to mix up your onions, which you have finely diced. You want to press your garlic, and then you also want to get your sausage meat and take the meat out of the skin and cook it all in here. You can actually use any type of meat for this. I've made it before with lamb mince. I've also made it with corn mince as well. If you are a vegetarian, you can always use that. Right, so once your potatoes come out of the oven, they should be feeling a little bit soft. So you then want to get your creamy spinach mix and lay it on top of the potatoes. Then you want to get a fork and just spread your spinach mix out. Then you want to get your sausage mix and do exactly the same thing. Perfect. Right, should we roll?
Yeah.
This is the tricky part now. So what we need to do is get this and make it into a sausage roll. So mine more than often fall apart a little bit, but don't worry, because they still taste just as nice. Sometimes I actually just serve it like this. I'll put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes and I'll serve it like this, but we're gonna try and roll it, aren't we? And then you just want to peel the grease-proof paper away from your potatoes. And then you want to start like folding it over, and then this is where the cheese comes in handy, because if you didn't have the cheese, it wouldn't all stick together. We're gonna put this back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Right, so our fancy sausage roll is finished, so it's now just time to try it. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this little wrap bag in it too. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!